Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where the American Union just tried a small naval invasion up in Northern Europe, and it didn't go very well for them. We are working on pushing them out of here, and actually, look at all that attrition that they're taking. 24% attrition. I love it. This is going very well over here. We're pushing our way in, and, I mean, we're not going to win right now, but we've pushed some units out of there. And also, at the very end of last episode, our planes arrived. Now, the US has sent even more planes in. Fair enough. But I think I'm comfortable with 10,000 planes here. Again, I do believe that we are producing more planes than they are. So eventually, we should start to see the scales tip in our favor over here. But for now, I'm reasonably okay with this, and we are working on additional upgrades to our air bases over here, but that's fine. We can bring in additional airplanes later once we finish these upgrades, but for now, this seems completely okay. Wonderful. I mean, there is some infrastructure up over here that I wouldn't necessarily mind building, but we're not having supply issues, and we don't... Oh, there's actually aluminum here. We're going to do that. Kind of a low priority, though. It's not a huge deal for right now. And, oh, this is some steel over here. We'll get that queued up. Aluminum over here. Any additional steel that I've missed? There is some aluminum in some of these regions. Not that we're hugely short on aluminum right now, but I do expect that to be an issue a little bit later on. As we get more and more military factories filtering in, we could recruit an operative. I'm shocked. But okay, I'm happy with this. I'm going to have him go root out resistance over in Warsaw. Okay, how's our resistance rooting out going in Paris anyway? Down to 66%. That is improving. Wonderful. And we have large ships on low strength over here. They're supposed to automatic split off. This guy is currently detached. I guess because there's only one ship here. That's probably what's going on. And yeah, there are mines over here. We should probably do some mine sweeping activities, but for right now, it's I guess, fine. How many mines do they have over here? $11. That's not a lot. Okay. Sounds good. So, we should get these guys eliminated fairly easily here. Oh yeah, they're actually retreating from over here. This is over. We have these guys fully pocketed. Get in there. Stack wipe them. Well, we'll get them stack wiped eventually. We're using their supplies up at a prodigious rate right now. Okay. We did get a number of them stack wiped there, but we're just reinforcing a little bit. Ah, draft dodging, huh? We are going to give a pay rise for the enlisted soldiers. 120 political power, but we've got plenty. No concerns there. Head on in, get these guys stack wiped. Excellent. There they go. They're beginning to wipe. We're starting to have our fortunes turn over here, but that's fine. Ah, what is this? 3 more infantry divisions. Now, we know that this is set up correctly. So let's take a look at some of these others over here. So, let's see. These guys are not of interest currently. In fact, we should move some of these around. These guys, they could definitely use some infantry. So we're going to move these infantry into here. And then we're going to pull out 3 units of foreign troops, starting with this artillery division, and then we'll move these guys as well over into our South American Coast Guard. Excellent. Now, these guys. I feel like almost all of these units should be moved into our Coast Guard, with the exception of these core units here. So any of these, we're going to move into Army 6 for right now. The rest of these, we're going to move into our Coast Guard. There we go. And then we're going to come in here, and we're going to replace these 3 infantry divisions. In fact, we need, what, 5 replaced? These guys will also go... Actually, these guys are going to go up over here for right now. Okay. There we go. Excellent. And we're hoping that this still remains a stalemate. We have gotten some decent naval, or rather not naval base, but fort constructions over here. I am going to queue up building these, but that's low priority. Okay. Excellent. And how are things going on the air war front at this point? It's about even. And that's great. That's what I want right now. You can see here, by and large, we are losing fewer planes than we're shooting down. That's wonderful. We're also outproducing them in terms of planes. They cannot keep this up. They're losing a lot. We do have this infantry division who is ready to be moved into this force, and then we can pull out this unit and move them also up over here. And I want to take these guys and tell them, begin doing an offensive line over here. And go ahead and execute that. These guys should have very low supply flow because of our convoy interceptions. So that's great. We're quite pleased with that thus far. We've not actually managed to take these guys out. Get them out of there. Just stack wipe them. They may be dropping in some airdrop supplies, but it's not enough. It's not enough at all. Was that a dangerous naval invasion? In eastern Micronesia. This is fine. This is completely fine for right now. Not too concerned. And we're not surprised that there's a number of troops not actually pushing in over here. Like, this is a lot of enemies, right? We're just trying to whittle them down and push them back a bit, while intercepting their convoys as much as possible. These guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell them, I mean, they're still on, enemy forces are stronger, so we're going to tell them to remain balanced, and just keep that going for now. Okay, sounds good. I really, really want to see a turn in this air war. Like, how many fighters does the US have stockpiled? That's an interesting question. I don't think we have any real way to figure that out other than tagging into the US, which definitely feels like cheating. Produced and lost convoys. Produced and lost bombers. Okay, so this is their production. This is their loss. So their bombers, they're losing more than they're producing. However, we know that they have 83,000 airplanes. Approximately. And of those, they have 23,000 heavy fighters and 34,000 fighters. So it's going to be a very, very long time before they start running out of fighters. That's good to know. So, I mean, we can continue this forever. They can't. But it's going to be a long, slow grind to get air superiority over here. Got it. That's okay. We are not too upset about that. I do think that we should probably prioritize our construction of our our land forts over here a little bit higher. This is all repairs. But these guys here, I want to get those building. We've nearly gotten our Asian line complete. So that is great to know. And let's check in on how we're doing on that. Yeah. So you can see here, a lot of these are complete or very, very close to it. But we've pretty much stalled out over here, and I love to see that. I'm very, very pleased that we have stalled out. So that's wonderful. We've got this dealt with, which means that this force is down to 20 units. Interesting. We lost units at some point. We're going to go ahead and assign them in over here. And we may actually want to grab 10 units from the Coast Guard. I mean, it's not great. They're not great units, but we can move them in over here. And then I suppose we could add an additional 5 units from the Coast Guard. Once again, they're not good units, but they're kind of better than nothing. And move them in over here, so that these are 30 and 30. So it's going to be 105 days before these are ready to go. The plan is considered to be risky right now for this one, but that's fine. So it'll take a while before we're really ready to launch this. But with any luck, we'll be able to invade England successfully. They actually succeeded down here at some point. Only 2 units. And they should be very low on supplies. They have no supply flow here right now. We're going to move a few of these garrison units over. I mean, we know that we don't have much for garrison units over here, right? But we're going to take, like, anyone that we currently have in Iberia. We're going to move them into a new army temporarily. And we are going to tell them to frontline here. Come on in, and their goal will be to offensive line something like that. Approximately. So there we go. Well, we've got some base stability here. Wonderful. That is always a good thing to see, and we're going to continue to push in over here. They have 3 units here right now. And, I mean, we're going to have a hard time containing these guys a little bit, but without supplies, this is going to be absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever, but I still wonder how they got through our 100% naval supremacy. That is questionable, to be sure. He's going into Cordoba, isn't he? They will get some supply flow from that. And they're definitely going to get supply flow here. These guys wiped. I didn't expect them to wipe. Stop him. We're going to do what we can. But this is a problem. For sure. Okay. Delay him again. He's getting attacked. Get over here. We need to cut this off. Wait. Is he leaving by sea? These guys are retreating right now. This is interesting. He left by sea. I'm fairly certain of this. Take this back. This guy's low on supplies. Go grab Gibraltar. Help out. I think we stack wipe this. They stopped attacking. Please continue. And I want you to come in over here. Come on. There you go. You come on up. Are they attempting to back out of here? It feels like they are. I want all of these guys up here. Come on in. Beautiful. That'll be a stack wipe. And this guy is heading in over here. Okay. Well, there's that handled. I definitely didn't think it would be that easy. That was way simpler to take care of than I expected. I like it. So these guys will, of course, get assigned back into the not the South American Coast Guard, the European Coast Guard. There we go. And that European Coast Guard does need to be bulked up, but we're mostly relying on our naval defenses over here. We don't have naval defenses up here. And that is something I'd like to take care of, but for now, it seems to be okay. I mean, they basically have to base out of England. And we've got that pretty thoroughly blockaded, I feel like. We have free military factories. I'm actually surprised by this. What do we have need of? Can toss it into more infantry weapons? I mean, that's not going to help our steel, but I suppose that would work. Sounds good. These guys over here seem to have forgotten about their naval invasion order to invade like so. And I want to select all. Do this. And I feel certain that we put 6 additional troops into this. What happened here? Huh. I mean, we're definitely lacking in some of these garrison units. They can come on over here. There we go. Eastern Micronesia. Again, this should be fine. Hello, pause menu. Okay. Are things going over here? We do have them pushed back. That's great. Okay, and I would like the US to just give up on this. They don't seem to be interested, but we are consistently outperforming them at this point. That's great. They're taking huge numbers of plane losses. And we are just cranking the planes out. At this point, we are producing, for Fighter 3s alone, 46 plus an additional 20 here. And that's going to go up to 46. We're going to be producing almost 90 planes every day. Here very shortly. We're going to have 300 factories devoted just to planes, compared to the US, who has 123 total factories in airplane production. So we're doubling their total airplane production in Fighter 3s alone. That's kind of insane. We are a little bit short on aluminum right now, and I wouldn't mind getting additional aluminum from the Swiss. That'll help. And also from Norway. That'll help too. And then we can get some from Scotland. And that puts us net positive on aluminum. Fantastic. So this, over time, should eventually turn in our favor. Eventually. This over here, they will have supply flow over land. But over here and over here, we should, in theory, at some point, be able to beat them. Because they don't have much for supply flow through our naval supremacy. And we are deliberately hunting their supply convoys. Excellent. Sure, I'll take your rocket interceptors. That sounds good to me. So we've got pretty much a stalemate over here. As far as our invasion of England goes, it's going to be spicy. When can we launch this? Because actually now would be a fantastic time to get there. These guys are moving in, so we don't necessarily think that we can't get there right now, but insufficient naval supremacy in the English Channel. Really? Last time I checked, we had naval supremacy, but no? Okay. Yeah, fair enough. This fleet requires reinforcement, and a lot of it. I mean, that's kind of our naval situation in a nutshell, right? These guys here, I absolutely want them to go into the European Coast Guard. The European Coast Guard needs all the help it can get. These guys, I honestly feel like the South American Coast Guard is doing okay. I'm going to send them up over here. Get another division on this line. Excellent. So when our submarines are here, we go up to around 52% naval supremacy. That's fine, but it's not enough. Because I'm pretty sure we need bigger naval supremacy than that to launch this, don't we? Like 85 or something? Lebanon capitulate. What? Ah. Is this more rebellions? Yeah, this must be. Okay, so we have some units over here that are not assigned to orders. These guys are going to immediately attempt to frontline around Syria here. And their offensive line can just be something kind of wacky like this, honestly. Okay. Apparently, Lebanon already capitulated to our garrison division, so this seems reasonably fine. Let's have you come in here, and let's have you come up here. And then I would like to send this guy down over here. And this guy can come up over this way. Apparently, he can't walk in here because he needs organization, but that's fine. Okay. I don't remember this Socialist Republic of Kurdistan existing. But they're apparently in our union, so sure. Sure. And I would like to tell this guy, just walk into Damascus. I don't think that'll cause him to capitulate, because look at all these victory points, but I do want to take Damascus, for sure. We are winning this, and look at how low this guy's organization is. Stack wipe him. Or at least get him to back off. Okay. So we have this infantry division here, or rather this shock trooper division. We're going to move that into the European Coast Guard, for sure. Excellent. Are we low on garrison forces again? No? Okay. Just checking on that one. It is nice that we're able to deal with this without pulling these forces over, though. That's always a good thing to see. 96 out of 105 days, and this one's going to be a lot further away. Realistically, we might want to make landfall with these guys, and if we manage to get the naval base in East Anglia, then we bring these guys in. That might end up being worthwhile. For now, though, taking care of Syria is definitely the bigger priority. So we're going to have these guys come on in over here. And you can go over this way. Hello, Batman. Apparently that's Batman. Cool. So we're going to continue to push in over this way. Oh, hello. We're not surprised that they're starting to get some of these troops. This is fine. And let's go take Aleppo. Head on in. Wonderful. So we're cutting these guys off, and they are now cut off. I'd like to come attack this unit. Let's get this tank up over here as well. And these guys are definitely going to attack this American unit, but I want this guy to cut them off. Yeah, you're just heading up to Batman, and then do something like that. Wonderful. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And these guys just spawned in our territory. Well, that's rude. That is very, very rude indeed. Well, like I said, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will deal with this Syrian rebellion, and then we should have no more problems over here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.